we have seen a second day of these negotiations happening in the Egyptian coastal city of Sharm El-Sheikh, trying to get Israel and Hamas on the same page when it comes to Donald Trump's 20-point peace plan for Gaza. We do know that there have been some sticking points in these negotiations, not only this time around, but for many, many months now. And key to it is something Hamas has pointed to today, which is the issue around Israel's ongoing military presence within Gaza. Hamas is saying that there needs to be a total and immediate withdrawal of those troops the moment that the final Israeli hostage is released under this plan. At the moment, the 20-point peace plan says that there would be an ongoing Israeli military presence there, something Israel has long insisted is required to guarantee its safety going forward. So that's just one example of one of the areas where both sides are having to negotiate and try to come to some sort of agreement, both sides seeing this as a massive red line in these negotiations. The other issue at play is Hamas's concern that the moment it does release those Israeli hostages, that Israel would restart this war. And that is something, a position or a concern which was put to the US President Donald Trump during a press conference of sorts at the White House earlier today. He was asked what guarantees he could give Arab countries who are also worried about that Israel wouldn't simply restart this war.
Well, the primary guarantee is once this deal happens, if it does happen, look, they're in negotiations right now, we are going to do everything possible. We have a lot of power, and we're going to do everything possible to make sure everybody adheres to the deal.
Donald Trump there. Matt, you're in Tel Aviv. We can hear the music behind you as people gather to commemorate 2 years since October 7. You know, overall in Israel, 2 years into this war, what is the mood like?
Oh, Bridget, you're right. We are here at the main national commemoration event here in Tel Aviv, an event which is being organised and run by the families of those who lost loved ones on October 7 and also those who are still held hostage in Gaza. And I think that is quite telling that this is a community-run event as opposed to a government-run event, considering that there is a lot of anger throughout the Israeli community that 2 years on from the October 7 attacks, this war is still ongoing and there are still Israeli hostages in Gaza. The criticism of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister, that he hasn't done enough to bring those Israelis back home. Of course, the situation in Israel is very different to the situation in Gaza. The scars in Israel are incredibly deep, but the devastation which has been wrought on the ground in Gaza over 2 years of war is unimaginable. And the death toll there now, according to local health authorities, is more than 67,000 Palestinians in the course of that war. So there is a lot of reflection happening here tonight, a lot of people crying as they are hearing accounts from the families of hostages, the families of those who've lost loved ones, and a real message to the Israeli government to remember these individuals as it enters these negotiations on a potential peace deal in Egypt.